The top 5 influential artists in history. The most famous artists are those who depict a moment in time, a place, a concept, or who pioneer a new artistic trend. Their art has withstood the test of time and can be found in galleries all over the world, with several of their works fetching hundreds of millions of dollars at auction on rare occasions. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 influential artists in history. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 5. Picasso. Pablo Picasso, born in 1881 in Malaga, Spain, is one of history's most renowned artists, as well as a printmaker, poet, and dramatist. Throughout his life, he changed approaches multiple times, making it impossible to pin down his signature style. His paintings portrayed vibrant scenes of blue hues in his early years, but he eventually moved to blue-green hues that typically depicted scenes of underprivileged people. Picasso was born the son of an artist, and his father taught him everything he knew until Picasso surpassed him. Number 4. Vermeer. Johannes Vermeer, born in Holland in 1632, was a Baroque painter famed for his mastery of pigments and light. Although he enjoyed painting biblical and mythological settings, he excelled at painting domestic interior scenes of middle-class life, frequently representing the same events and people in several paintings. One characteristic of his painting that distinguished him from his contemporaries was his reckless use of expensive pigments, combined with his lack of preparation for each of his paintings. Much about Vermeer's life is unknown, including who he trained with. Number 3. Rembrandt. Rembrandt Harmensoen van Rijn, also known as Rembrandt, was born in the modern-day Netherlands in 1606. As a master of the visual arts, he is well known as an artist and printmaker. Though he painted a wide range of subjects, he was especially fond of self-portraits and biblical settings. He is regarded as one of history's finest artists. Rembrandt apprenticed for 6 months to Peter Lastman in Amsterdam when he was 14 years old. Following that, he established his own studio in Leiden, where he taught a large number of students. Despite earning a decent living, he squandered his money recklessly, leaving him impoverished for the majority of his life. Number 2. Michelangelo. Even when he was still alive, Michelangelo Buonarroti was considered one of the greatest artists of all time. Although he considered himself a sculptor, his artistic abilities extended to painting, architecture, and even poetry. But sculpture was the one art form that stayed consistent throughout his career. Michelangelo, who was born in 1475, was less interested in formal education and more engaged in church painting from an early age. He began an apprenticeship with Domenico Ghirlandaio when he was 13 years old. While it was scheduled to last 3 years, it only lasted 1 because he had already learned what he could from Ghirlandaio and had moved on to the Humanist Academy in Florence. After completing David in 1501, he established himself as a respected artist and acquired notoriety, paving the way for a prosperous career. He abandoned his artistic endeavors for architecture near the end of his life, until his death in 1564. Number 1. Leonardo da Vinci. Few artist names are more recognizable than Leonardo da Vinci's. He towers above all other artists with an almost limitless, even supernatural genius. Leonardo da Vinci exemplified the Renaissance man, with interests ranging from painting to architecture, anatomy, and engineering. Despite his prominence, Da Vinci did not produce many works during his lifetime, with only a few dozen paintings surviving throughout the years, but his love of science permeated his artistic work. Despite a brief formal education, Da Vinci showed an early flair for art when he was born in 1452 in Tuscany, Italy. Around the age of 14, he apprenticed under Andrea del Verrocchio in Florence, where he studied carpentry and art. He became a master artist in Florence's Guild of St. Luke at the age of 20, where he started his own workshop but continued his apprenticeship with del Verrocchio for several years. Following a successful painting career and the paralysis of his left hand, Da Vinci spent his latter years focusing on scientific research until his death in 1519. That's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.